Computer. Lights.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday, for better or for worse. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now is I'm confused because I've set my workspace differently somehow by accident. And it's one of those things you do when messing with buttons that ends up really screwing up things. And that's what I have accidentally done. So I have taken two independent areas, the UV editor and the image editor. Shift F10, that's what it is. Make sure we're on U. Let's say Shift 10. Now there's an image editor. There's a UV editor. This isn't helping. You didn't help me any. You did not help me. I'm just saying. Okay. What I'm trying to do at this moment is get the controls back up where they were, where there's a toolbar over here. There's no toolbar anymore. I've lost my toolbar. And it's vanished over here. And I don't know what happened to it or why or what its problem is. And I see this, which, allows me to move the unwrap thing. That's cool, but it's not helping me figure out the problems here. Right? I mean, it's like something has undocked and it won't dock back. I don't know what the story is here. It's so weird because I need to rotate things and I don't have a rotate control, which is part of our problem. Because when we're in the modeling side, I can do all kinds of stuff. Right? I mean, but this is the paint mode. I don't want the paint mode. I want the UV editor mode, right? Which allows me to see the UV things, but I don't have toolbars. Although I do now have, see, there's the toolbar. Where's the toolbar? View the toolbar. Where'd it go? We're close. We're very, very close here. Like right on the edge. Good morning, Donald. Like right here. There's a toolbar somewhere. Maybe, maybe, no. I'm missing my toolbar, Donald. I'm having a problem here. I don't know how to fix this problem. So I was out here on UV Basics trying to figure out what the problem is. UV image editor is two independent areas, the UV editor and image editor, the latter being the images can be edited and directly manipulated. Okay, if anybody knows, toolbar is shortcut T. Okay, well, fine. T. No. T. No. I don't know what to do. I need my toolbar. mean, like I guess I can do it this way without the toolbar, but can I just get a toolbar? I guess it's nice to at least know that I've got the transform controls here. So we'll move to, uh-oh, that's bad. Good morning, Brent. Right? There's got to be a Monday involved here somehow. There has to be a Monday involved. All right. I think it really is a bummer is over. Yeah, I did the left click and that didn't work. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, going over to UV editing in the UV editing mode. First of all of in this mode, everything's on the bottom down here. So something has, and see, it says the toolbar is up and the sidebars are up and everything. Maybe redock it? No? I don't know what's going on here. Didn't do anything. Hitting T did nothing. Nothing! Nothing! The goggles, they do nothing. Right? It's an intergalactic Monday. That's what it is. Right now, we're in the middle of an intergalactic Monday. Well, I know I could. Excuse me. I know I can at least rotate. That didn't help me any. Okay. The reason we need this is because we're at the last little bits here, just trying to get the last little bits together and make it just work. Last little bits, right? These guys are all inner doodly wops, and I can tell that already. That's a technical term. Okay, so what we're going to do is I know I can do this and at least hit the R button to rotate, but it's still. Oh well. We'll get this. I'm just sitting here going, what is the problem here? Oh well. We can make this work. I'm just going to grumble the entire time. Grumble, 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 grumble. Right? All righty. We're missing a few important pieces here. First of all, let's get these guys out of here. Noting whoa, wait. Did it do what I think it? Oh, it is. Oh, man. I don't want to leave now. Look. You know what? That's the problem with McDonald's. It never tastes as good as it did when you were a kid. And you want it to so bad, but check it. First time I think I've actually figured out that it actually does now feedback here a little bit. Nice. I had a feeling I wasn't selecting these guys. Damn it. That's a bottom. Oh, that's a bottom too. Ugh. But check this out. Now it finally does the feedback thing where when you select it over here, it selects it over here, which is an amazing accomplishment for me. Okay, so we now know that those guys did not get selected. That's all right. I can fix this. This is an amazing thing, guys. Like, you have no idea. No. Move you over here, and we'll come back and get you in a minute. Because if this works correctly, you do that instead of what we were doing before, and it's just that's the top. I just need the bottom. Yeah, the bottom. Isn't it the bottom? No, that's the bottom. No. Nope, that's the top. Okay. We put it near the top. Okay, so we'll grab you and you and move you guys to here. What a mess. Okay, move you guys to here. And now what we can do is select all of this and go to the bottom. This is the bottom. Yes, yes. Dot and say unwrapped. Project from view. And that added those two that were there before. Look at that. That's a good question, Donald. The Wicked West Con is at this area called I can't remember what it's called, but it's the ranch. It's called the ranch. And that's fascinating to me because I don't actually know. There we go. So I'm not 100% sure whether it's got, there is a hotel there. There's like a Westin hotel, I think. Right? So you and some random dude out here, which I don't know if I can even snag. Yeah, I can snag you guys. Move you over to here. This has made my entire week. Now I can grab. So there's a hotel there that you can go to if you need to. There we go. You also belong over here. Man, I could have stood to have this before. Nope, nope, nope. Be careful. Gonna grab just you. There we go. So, strange feel about discrimination. Oh, strange feel about descriptions. I'm like, I don't know about any discrimination. Raph's there. If there was discrimination, boy, we'd hear about it. I'm just saying. Because you know Raph. We all know Raph. And we love Raph. Alrighty. You. And I believe you. Yep. All belong to the bottom. Look at that. This is so cool because for the first time, look at me getting rid of all of the pieces that usually cause me headaches. Like trying to figure out where all these pieces go. Why didn't I push this button before? Has a strange feel about the descriptions. It is a first year con, so I mean, Todd's the guy who's running it. Todd, he's an old hand at this stuff, but he's not. I mean, he's not going to be perfect. So, okay. we are upside down, which is making this really difficult for me because I'm having a hard time figuring out where things are. Okay, there we go. These guys desperately need I grab something back there. Okay, just you. You belong. You belong to the left side. You belong. All right. You belong to this side. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, you guys up there belong to it too. Oh, man, this is so easy. Look at this. Belongs to this side. And we'll just snag the other side too, because I know I didn't snag it. So I often wonder about things like, why is this back and forth widget on here where it shows the things on one side which are selected on the other? Why is that not on by default? I have literally wasted hours trying to get all of the little teeny widgets on things in the right spot. Literally hours. Okay, the bootmaker was the most feared man in the West. Custom spurs, hard soles with buckles to dazzle during gunplay. Also true. Alrighty. On this side, we could probably also safely select like some of the other pieces up here that we know are not involved in this, but should be. Like this window, just really should just be. It's not going to be complicated. It's hard to grab things. What do you mean it's the move action? I mean, I'm not following as far as move action goes. I mean, it is definitely move action. I just don't know what that means necessarily. I just don't know why that back and forth function isn't on all the time. It'd be horribly useful if it was. Did I just select the top of the wing too? I did, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Like, don't grab things you're not supposed to grab. I feel like I'm dealing with a toddler. Don't grab things you're not supposed to grab, Blender. Bender says, "What?" Yeah, okay. Never mind. It didn't work. Do 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 do. Blender, not Bender. Bender can grab whatever he wants. It's a thing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the toolbar is missing. That's an issue I'm having over on over on this left side. The toolbar with the rotate widget's missing, so I'm having to hotkey it, which is kind of irritating. Okay, moving forward. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go on ahead, and there is, with the exception of this door on the other side, none of the portholes in this, yay, I said portholes. None of the portholes in this are something we need to do anything more than just make black. So tumbleweed. That was yesterday. Yeah, we had Pepper on yesterday. He's not going to be on today, but we might have Brian. Brian sometimes pops in because we're doing a lot of good work that Brian is doing, and he's prepping for Wicked West as well. So we figure he may show up in time. I just need to. I can't hear anything. Like, I can't hear the music. You know why I can't hear the music? Because nobody hit play. And by nobody, I mean me. Play. There, I've hit play. You can be Wild West. You can be Wild West all you want, my friend. Do what you need to do. You do you, Donald. You do you. While I figure out how to do this. I guess all of that's this side, so I could probably just do this and be fine. Right? Yeah. And then that just grabs everybody there. And I see two dots that are black here. Snag those two dots. That should grab everybody on this. I just was careless, I guess. Not as careful as I should have been during this particular thing. I could see black dots. I don't know why. At any point in time, I thought that this was not. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I had an idea. I'm sure it was important. We should also probably get Captain Chang's quarters window figured out and squared away. That's where her office is. Actually, I think this is her bathroom, so you can look into her bathroom. Isn't that nice? Don't look into Captain Chang's bathroom. She'll probably be mad. That'd probably irritate the heck out of her. She'd probably be very upset. I'd think she wouldn't appreciate it. Okay. I think I've killed all the little black dots that are on this side of the ship. Oh. Okay, so here's yep, Shatner just had a birthday. He's 91, guys. 91. We should all be so lucky. Okay, there we go. Port side. Think we got it. Do I need to check anything under here? No. Those all look good. Okay, port side. Right? We've selected everything to the port side of the vessel. Double check, triple check. Good. Unwrap faces, project from view. This should be all of the port side. Now, bring that down. Good. Let's talk about the starboard side. All right. Let's get in here because I can already see black dots that are mean that we didn't select stuff like right up here. Ugh, I swear. Just being careless. Like I said, it's just carelessness. It's not even really like, I don't know. I know better than this. Shouldn't have been this careless yesterday. Wouldn't be doing this again today. Just saying, people. I always say to my kid, I say, do it 100% or you'll have to do it 150% later. Here's us doing 150%, folks. Yeah, there's one black dot, which means that's a really thin thing right somewhere around this corner here. I think, yeah, I think we've got one right there. That's it. Oh. And that guy down there definitely belongs. And so does this guy. Oh, man. Just silly that I didn't do it right. There we go. Nope. Because you belong to the bottom. You belong to the bottom. Yep, that's what you guys joined this show for right there. My impersonation of a saxophone. You didn't even know that was the case. There's one right there. Look at that. Just sloppy. Once these are all selected, it's not going to be very complicated for me to finish this. Okay, got man, missing ones up there. Should have done this in the naked mode in the first place because I can select through. Oh, that got the top. Don't grab this guy. You don't want that. All right. See all these black squares that are or black dots that are in the forward. Now, like I said, the only one I'm going to actually undo is we're going to undo let me see a few right here. Because I don't mind if these are just black. That's okay. Inside this zone here, where we're in these are those escape pods. They're lifeboats. The lifeboat stations, it's okay if they're just black lines in here. I don't mind that. Yeah. So these dots, these black dots that you can see right here and right there, that just is the center of a triangle. And that's the way Blender identifies the center of a triangle. If we were to do edges, it would look like this, and those black dots go away, and we're only dealing with the edges. If we were to do vertices, then all the little vertices come on. But since I'm doing the edges here, what in the world? Why did you select that? That was very strange. Okay. Like it selected that part and that part, which I did not really need, or for that matter, that part, or this part. It just selected one side of the vessel. Not sure what that was all about. Okay. So I'm not clicking those buttons anymore. So these are your windows right here, and that's a portal. We still looks like side looks good, looks solid. The only thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to go to the top view here, zoom in, and we're going to come in like this. We're going to go boop, 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 all the way down, because this guy here is that front docking ring, and that forward docking ring on the starboard side is it's the place where the jetway can connect. So I'm actually going to deselect it as far as what's going on here, because we're going to come back and make a special version of this. Oh, I had a feeling we'd snag somebody like that. I just need to get these guys unselected through here. We're going to make a special version of this inner ring right here, which is designed to have lines that look like docking lines with latches. And we're going to make a large size version of that so that if we have a close up of, say, the jetway connecting to that docking door, we can have the docking door and the jetway ring all be something different. So I'm going to deselect these guys from that from this group. Ooh, we also lost you. You need to come back into this. I'm going to take the door out too. Actually, let's go back to the top view because it's probably our best bet for this. For grabbing this. So we kind of need to go through here and just do that. And it's going to unselect that guy, but that's all right. We can just reselect him at some point. But this way we can just grab this entire docking door. There we go. No. Yes. No, no, yes, yes, no. Looking at the other side. We're good. All right. So, solid. Let's look up here. Make sure that these forward windows are not involved. They aren't. Okay, good. Excellent. Good. Good, man. So let's grab all of these and say unwrap, project from view. That gives us this larger view right here. And we'll go ahead and put it down here on this side. And then we're going to take this guy, who's just the docking door, and we're going to move him because we'll have close-ups of this docking door, right? So I'm going to move in closer like so. We're going to say project from view. So we get a big version of him, see? Because I don't remember how to scale at this point in time. I think that's S, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look at it's got him up here and under the control panel. I can grab it and, I don't know, edit or something. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's up there under the boxes. I just going to grumble a lot about this. Anyway, we need to get really close here so we can grab just the squares that belong to the docking door and apparently one other square somewhere. Like you. I don't want you. Okay. Take you away. There we go. Just you two. Make sure we have everything but the docking door, or everything but, on the docking ring. So, okay, we take the docking ring. I'm going to say unwrap. And this is a cylinder projection that I really want to do, but I've got to figure out how to get these cylinder projections to work. Because it's really like, I mean, that's relatively close. I don't know why it won't do. So you have two choices, either weird this way or weird this way. I mean, like, this is a very strange interpretation. It looks very like it's not cylinder projecting at all. I mean, weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyway. What I can do is this. Right. That's naturally the other side. I spend an awful lot of time trying to figure out what Blender is up to today. What weirdness Blender is up to today. There. I mean, legitimately, I'm just gonna. So it's upside down. That's right. We got this. It was good enough for a pillar in the community. I like that. I like that. That's good. Also naturally upside down. All right. So my great grandmother was from Arkansas, right? So one of the things that she routinely said was pillar. Would you hand me that pillar over there? So every time I hear pillar, I can't stop hearing my great grandmother and her. Would you hand me that pillar? You know. She was a heck of a lady though. Boy, don't mess with southern ladies who grew up in deep south. They are not to be trifled with. Lived to be 92 years old. The only reason she went to a home, she went to a home when she was I'm sorry, I have a cough. I've developed a cough. So we've hit seasonal change, and every time we hit a seasonal change, my nose starts to run, and as soon as it starts to run, it goes right back my throat and then hangs out right here in my chest, and I cough for like 2 weeks. I'm not sick. I'm doing fine, but yeah, can't stop the cough. Mm-hmm. Oh man, killer fried chicken. The other thing was she did fried okra. It's still to this day one of my absolute favorite things that has ever been made on the planet. I absolutely adore fried okra. It is the best stuff ever. Okay, we now have a portal. All right. Or at least a docking port of some sort. Docking sort. I love fried okra. Oh man, I am a sucker for fried okra. She used to make a bowl of fried okra. So she'd just make the whole bowl, fill it all the way up, and she'd give it to my cousin and my sister and I. And we'd just sit there with we'd rent videos from Blockbuster, and we would just watch movie after movie and just eat the okra like popcorn. Oh, it was the best stuff. And I say that to people now, and they think I'm some kind of weird alien because okra is so slimy and gross to so many people. And I'm like, okay, but it's good. You have to take my word for it because it's really, really good stuff. Right? Okay, I'm going to make this docking unit its own little widget because I'm not messing with it. Fried okra. Making sure I'm just grabbing bits and pieces of fried corn cakes. Oh, yeah. Those, oh, yeah. Oh, man. Hi, Ghost Hand. Welcome to the show. Fried corn cakes. See, now I'm all hungry. Alrighty. Somewhere I already moved. There it is. That's the front. It's like I moved the front of this guy somewhere along the line. This is part of the Orloff deck, which is the top of Flapjack's corn cakes. So we'll rotate him 180 degrees. We'll put him right here, and then we'll scale him up until he matches. Like so. Then we'll grab you. And looks like you are. Which way are you? First of all, let's talk about the fact that you're not. You're this side. Man, miss the grandmas, huh? Miss the grandmas. It's one of those things where you're like, go back in time just a little bit, just a little bit. Doesn't have to be long. Just for a little bit of fried okra. I would totally abuse time machines to get okra. Don't think I wouldn't. I'm just saying. But absolutely abuse a time machine in order to get more fried okra. Although, I have to say, my step grandma, is that right, step grandma? Because it's my stepmom's mom, my step grandma. I was down there visiting with dad and the dad and my stepmom. I was seeing that too. There was a fight. I was over there at where Bojo's is, right there at the corner of Wadsworth and like 52nd, whatever that is, right there where the Michaels is and the anyway in that where the Taco Bell parking lot is. There's a fight going on there in the parking lot, broad daylight. People are really wound up, and I'm like, hey, you people. I was like, I don't know what was going on, but whatever was going on, they were mad. I'm gonna leave that where it was. People are really wound up. No, I want scale. I think I have been uh, looking at a lot of the social media stuff, and I think our social media has. There's a a wonderful documentary out there about social media. Did I not do this side yet? I don't think I did. Where they were talking about, right? That's right, exactly. This is Arvada. This is like the calmest, quietest city known to man. Such a little town and it's so quiet. And you're right, I don't see, but all of a sudden I'm seeing fights all over the place. I think we already went onto this side and did everything on this side. Yes, I think so. I think all of these guys are selected properly. So what's still up here? Anything? No, what's still up here? Okay, because these guys look like they're just parts of, yeah, these are parts of, okay. It's all port side. Yeah, this is again just back to sloppy. Sunday involved 20 people. Jeez Louise. Calm your jets, people. This is Arvada. Everybody just needs to calm down. Like, this is a sleepy neighborhood, folks. Anyway, I'll just throw that over here, too. Oh, these guys all just belong to the top. Yeah. Right? Exactly. That's why you hang out here. That's why I live out here. I love Arvada, man. Arvada is the best. Quiet little sleepy neighborhood. Best. Doesn't involve lots of fights, apparently. I'm not even really sure what to think about fights. People need to stop doing that. Anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Let's go here. I'm going to say unwrap, project from view, because we know that this is actually part of this side of the ship. So I'm just going to put it back here. Oh, baseball season was delayed, huh? That makes some sense, I guess. Young buck guys, they don't have anything better to do, so go out and get into a bar fight. Probably arguing over which team's better. Something comforting about that, actually. I know that sounds really weird, but kind of makes me feel better to know that, some things don't ever change. You know, it's all the same. Nothing ever changes. Okay, who are you guys? Where are you guys? Because I'm just at the point now where I'm like, you guys are you're all left side, not left side. You're all left. You're all this. There we go. Who are you? Ugh, two different sides too. Oh, those are the bottoms. I don't even want to talk to you people. Look at that. Where is that? I think that can just go to the after section. So let's put that there. You guys can go to the bottom. So useful to be able to do this. I can't tell you how very. Wow! Even the ladies threw punches. That's when you know things are serious. All right. Project from view. Here we go. Bottom's complete. And this guy here is just one side. I think we've got him, but we'll double check. Right? We'll make sure we've got him. And that just made sure that everything was sorted properly. I'll bring it up until it matches you. I'll move you down here so I can get this guy and just snap him on the back. Click. There we go. We'll make sure we've got this side too. It's projected from the other side though, because otherwise it's confused. No. All right. So we get this extended piece back here. That's just this inner part of the back docking area. We'll go for, this is the top. So just snag the top one more time. Because once we do, it's solid. And then just to make sure that everything is straight, we'll select the aft view. And we'll make sure that we got all of that clear. And then we can do this. Just snap that on right there. There. After view is done. Here's the forward view. We rotate it 180 degrees. Really? Tribbles, huh? I mean, I don't disagree necessarily. That sounded more like I disagreed than I really don't. I love tribbles just fine. They taste like scallops. So, did you see the Trouble with Edward? It's a short trek. It's actually one of my more beloved short treks. I love that one. It's not right. It's not right at all. It's the best. I love it. Anyway, highly recommend The Trouble with Edward if you're a fan of tribbles. Or if you happen to be a fan of Rosa Salazar, whom I happen to be a fan of, because she's the captain of a McGee class ship. Okay. You should, again, watch the Trouble with Edward. Actually, I think I could put you here. I I mean, I'm just gonna have to say no. I've never actually thought of that before, Donald. But sometimes the things happen. I don't know. And scale it up. I don't think it's gonna matter much on this instance as to whether we or how we place it. So I'm going to, because I think no matter what, we're short on space top to bottom. So I'm not that worried at this point about this. I'm just going to try to get it onto the board here, because I can probably do this. And actually, I've been kind of contemplating making the landing bays their own little boxes. So let's go on ahead and do that real quick, because I'll bet you we can get ourselves a small amount more room if we pull the landing bays out, or the landing gear bays, not landing bays. A small amount of room, not a whole lot more, but some, right? What amazes me is how this all works in the end. Like, it's going to understand all these little boxes and what they mean. And, just to mess with Worf. They don't seem to like you, Barris. I wonder why. And they seem to like you just fine. Well, there's no accounting for taste. I just get a kick out of that particular episode. It's a great episode. There we go. Make sure we have all of the widgets out. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are done with this piece. Yeah, I think Cardassian Bowls would have just had a field day with tribbles. They would have just had a field day with tribbles. Whoo, doggy. Okay, I think we've got every bit of this guy figured out. That's good. Okay. Now, if we switch to the image editor, what does that give us? Nothing. Okay. Switch back to the UV editor. Oh no. And we say export wavefront object. And remember, click selection only. I swear.
It's hard to take a 2-minute break.
Okay, we broke up the model. Why did we break up the model? We broke up the model so that it could because now I'm looking at this going, well, we're going to have 27 maps for. But you know what? It's the hero ship. We can have 27 maps. Yeah, actually, I think that's probably good. We'll it's the hero ship. We can have 27 maps. That's fine. Because we can probably show somewhere along the line a ship getting blown up. So Unity Seabird Corvette main hull is what this guy is. We'll set it for an export. We'll go over here, go into edit mode, and then we'll zoom in until we have as maximum. But this is actually useful for this. I mean, we're going to get a bunch of real estate out of this. That's good. Control Shift and S, not Control Shift S, but rather Windows Shift S, and that gives us a screenshot capability. So we'll screenshot, fire off Paint, or fire off the Paint version of Clip Studio Paint, firing off now. Hopefully. I'm not seeing any motion here. Oh, yeah, I see a swirly blue thing. So I'll dance. I'll get up and move because we just had a break moment there, didn't we? Oh, gosh. It just said break, and I'm standing up. This is me standing up and stretching. We all should stand up and stretch. It's been an hour. Oh, my goodness. Boy, it's taking forever for it to load. Paint. Holy cow. There we go. You could almost do like there was an old Tribble who swallowed a fly, you know, something. There's an old woman who swallowed a Tribble, that wiggled and bibbled and giggled inside her. Paint is trying to load. Somewhere along the line, I'm going to run out of holding this picture in memory. I don't know what went. There it is. Use this template for texture maps. Even says it right here. Paste. Look at us. Yeah, I don't know. There was an old woman who swallowed a vole. She swallowed the vole to catch the tribble. It wiggled and diggled and giggled inside her. She swallowed the tribble to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. This is me waiting for everything to load. All right. And save as in ships, ship textures, Unity Corvette. We went and did this the old-fashioned way. And it didn't end well. So, okay. We're going to import ships, blenders, files. We got the main hull right here. So we're just going to bring it on in, accept. We're going to take a look and we're going to see how badly damaged everything is. Surface is checked, so we'll just do a browse. We'll grab the Unity Home X. Not looking bad, actually. It's amazing. Not going to say anything. Not going to jinx it. Not going to jinx it. Not going to jinx it. All right. Not liking this right here. Look at that. What the heck happened there? Why would you do that? Ugh. Let's take a look back here. Yeah. See, these guys really need to be on the underside. Why are they on the... There was a young ensign who kicked a tribble down a hole. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you're stretching too far on that. Okay, so looking at our maps, actually, other than one thing, which is I don't like this part right here. I feel like this is a flat and should probably go with the undercarriage instead of to the sides like it's doing it here, because it's doing this triangle right here just needs to be on the flat side. Other than that, I think we might be on. Everything looks solid here. It's funny. Okay. Check the back, the after section. Oh, looks good. Landing gear doors look solid. Could have done with the thing that switched the thingies back. Now, if I could just get the toolbar back up, life would be great over there. Yeah, I think we're solid. Guys, I think this worked. Good. I'm going to fix these two triangles. Because I want those two triangles not to be on the flats. So let's go ahead and do this. Grab those two triangles because they're weird. It's these guys that we really want. See how they're completely perpendicular there, but they're not perpendicular here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this and say unwrap project from view. I'm just going to put them right here on the fore section right here. Before you do that, Do you want to grab? Yeah, I think I'll grab this guy too. Yeah, let's do that. Because he's probably, it's going to make more sense. Make sure I didn't grab either side. Yeah, that's going to make more sense. So let's just do that. Unwrap, project from view. And we'll bring those forward. So we'll just rotate them 180 degrees. Put that there. Get a little closer. Because we got a gap here, so we want to make sure that this gap reads. Now, one thing we can do, if we really wanted to, and this would make this work a whole lot better, is take this entire part there and extend it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So we're going to take this guy, and it probably will work better. So we'll take this and this, and then we'll hit the problem is I don't have a universal scale version of this. All I can do is switch to this. Oh, God. Weird. Why is it grabbing all these random places? That's so weird. Okay. It's like I can't get it to, just can't get it to do the job correctly. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this way. And say, project from view. Right. Without the toolbar, this is really hard. I mean, I've managed to get like all kinds of stuff going fine here. But boy, without that toolbar, this is difficult. Now I have to go look up why the toolbar isn't. Yeah, you'd think. There isn't, first of all, there isn't a view menu up here. There's just file, edit, render, window, and help. And under the window, it doesn't have that option. So that's what I was looking at here. Under file, there's no view menu. Under edit, there's a preferences, but the preferences didn't give me the things I was looking for because I already went through that. The window, I mean, render doesn't have, we're not rendering. Window, because I don't render in Blender. I send it out to Daz to render. Yeah, I just don't get it. And then help. I mean, I'll figure it out. The question really is, can I figure it out before I have to, wander off the show here? down real quick while I grab this guy. The big docking door up here. It's all right. We'll get it. It's frustrating because we're getting faster and faster with every iteration of this. And so it's kind of frustrating when, I'm going to Google it. That's what's going to happen. It just gets frustrating when we get so much faster. And then all of a sudden we hit something that's just slow. And it's like, well, I don't know if any of you guys heard my brilliant revelation that I discovered when I discovered that you can take the up arrow shift space. Let's see. That gave me this. You know what? Okay, there we go. We've got our widgets. Thank you, my friend. Although it went away, and well, we'll figure it out. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll grab the other side. It's all right. This will do the job. I mean, maybe at least with that just shift space. Maybe. Docking, shift space. There we go. That's the number. That's what we're looking for. Extend that out. Good enough. Good enough for government work. I'm going to have to get it off of this line here, but that's okay. All right, bring that down just a hair more. A little aggravating that this is the way this has to be done, but not horrible. Not horrible at all. What I don't understand is why, when I'm in vertices mode, I don't just grab one vertice. Why is it grabbing things like this? Like, why are they linked? Because, see, if I move, I'm moving a whole bunch of things all at once, and I shouldn't be. It's weirdly connected to other things. It makes it very hard to... I guess I could just undo these. Yeah, but it undoes all of them. That's so strange. And what's weird is, see, it says here, show tool settings, show menus, show header. Control spacebar. Is that it? Was that the command that we're missing? Don't do that. Well, too many buttons, guys. Too many buttons. Okay, having a hard time getting just select box tweak. Nope. Just select tweak. Gotcha. Can't. Okay, fine. Select overlap. Overlap each other. No. Select linked. No. Jeez. Okay. I don't understand why it's selecting like random vertices all over the ship. And I don't know if I care. I don't even know where you came from. Okay. I don't think I care enough to make that a fight. You know what I mean? I mean, we still got at least 3 more pieces to do here. And we don't really have the time to be messing around with Blender being strange. What I can probably do, it's probably better. It's the same thing we just did over on the other side. Just come over here and kind of get it at a right angle like this, where it's somewhat straight, and then say unwrap, project from view. And just grab that. And this is where I even feel like I'm out in the weeds. Means that I can't even imagine what Brent is thinking. You're way out in the weeds. You've been out in the weeds for a while. What are you doing? I'm looking for things in the weeds, I guess. I don't get it. There we go. Fixed. So fixed. There we go. So fixed. Done. I'm done. I'm over it. You over it? I'm over it. Next question is, should we real quickly grab the landing gear bays? We probably ought to grab the landing gear bays and make a box for the landing gear bays, because we have to think about how this is going to work when we're using our hero spacecraft. When we're using the hero model, what are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at that after cargo bay, because there will be deployment of the MPV, because there's an MPV that lives back there. We probably should, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're never going to have as complicated a model as a human being externally. No, that's not true. We could probably have people wandering along the deck, couldn't we? Okay. Once more with feeling. Let's go in here real quick. The port side bay. starboard side bay. Starboard side bay. And port side bay. Mm-mm. There we go. Undercarriage. Side of the undercarriage here. And thank you, Brent, for that save. Okay. Not dead yet. Okay. Because I think you two belong up here. So, again, if anybody was interested in how Blender works, I discovered that Shift, when doing operations, say, for example, a rotate like this, it's too freaky. When you hit Shift, it slows it down. Which allows you to get a much more precise, which is cool. Yeah. Landing gear boxes. That way, if we ever get inside the landing gear housing for whatever reason, it's where we can do it. Here we go. I'll just put it on the other side of the bottom of the ship so that I know where, because otherwise I'll be like, what the heck are these things? I don't know. What did I do that for? Kind of wondering whether I shouldn't do the same thing to the MPV garage. The MPV garage lives back here. And this is the MPV garage, and I'm kind of wondering whether I shouldn't do the same thing to the MPV garage, because that would give us the ability to detail it if we really wanted to. Now that I think about it, I think I want to make the MPV garage its own little critter. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We'll just take pieces of the MPV garage, which is this, and oh man, I'm gonna grab all of it though. This, and then this little section right here, which has the docking door, all of these pieces, and those pieces. There we go. And we'll just pull all of this out, like so. And we'll move over here, and that's the roof to the MPV garage, but it needs to be rotated 180 degrees because it was connected to the bottom. There we go. And that was from inside to the left. So that's this side. Complicated. And actually needs to be like so, because in the end, that's the way these things work, is this way. You'd be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But it does, I promise. Scale, and we'll scale it up until it matches. No. Really? Let's lock that into place right there. This becomes the MPV garage, which we can then detail out pretty good. Kind of what I was hoping for anyway. And the MPV lives back here, and we're going to have, okay, time for us to take the MPV out. And it's going to be one of those things where I'm irritated that I have to do it right now, but later it'll be so much nicer when this is done. Okay. We'll just move this. Really? There we go. Kind of looks cool in its own little way. And we're going to take, even though this is obviously not, I'm going to move it. I like having it it lined up perfectly back here, but I could use this real estate for something else. So I'm going to just move it over here, because I'll know what we were dealing with, but that allows me to put this here. Maybe I can get more room out of it up here. No, right there. I'm trying to look for a place where I can make it bigger, embiggenate it. Right? Because if we can find a home for it where it can be slightly larger, I can put it there. I can get more room out of it. It's always good to try to line these things up wherever possible. But if I just can't, for whatever reason, like this, because I can move this guy back and I can still read that he's part of this. So that's not a bad deal. I can move this, all of these pieces right up here. I don't want pieces up there. I can move that down. Right, because now we can just kind of push this back just a hair. I don't even know how close we can get down here on the bottom, but probably get quite a bit closer. And maybe even move these guys down. I gotta be careful because we gotta grab these. Weaseling is like part and parcel of the game here. Putting everything in so that we can get just a smidgen more room, right? So what we're looking for is just a hair more room up here. If I can do that, get higher detail in the MPV garage. That'll allow us more close-ups and more abilities to get closer, especially when we have the MPV docking or not docking or whatever. We're not getting that right now in this. Oh man, missed one. There we go. In fact, probably put this guy here like this. It doesn't really matter where he is, but this guy, I might be able to rotate him. Right? And gets him down here even further and puts him out of the way more. And look at all this room I'm getting for our MPV garage. Buying us a whole bunch of room up there for that. I'm going to do the same thing with these guys down here. I'm going to rotate it. In fact, I don't think I need to rotate too much. I mean, really, I just need just an inch or two. I could probably just do this. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Now we've bought all that room for the MPV garage. There. All right. Okay. Now I feel like I've done the best that I can with this. We've got everything pretty much solidly mapped. But object mode, export as a wavefront object. I'm going to export over the already existing object, selection only. Go back into edit mode. We'll just zoom in until we've got this thing taking up the whole space. You may ask yourself, why do you use the screenshot tool? And it's because every time I hit image, export, and try to export this image, I get weird crap. Okay. So part of this is Blender is built by community. It is a community built program because it's open source and stuff like that. And absolutely love open source things, but there is one major problem with open source. And that is that when you have open source things like Blender, save as, call it X1. Yep. When you have an open source program like Blender, then excuse me. Then you have this problem where it has to X1. There we go. Now when we render it, it should be fine. It also is going to render it freaking huge. Oh well. Docking door looks like it's going to have some high detail. That'll be good. Okay. Open source the problems with open source is there's a lot of cooks in that kitchen. There we go. Okay. So let's get ourselves some basic lines in here. Let's lay down some basic lines. Straight line on. And check what our 15 looks like. 15 looks good, so we'll just do that. Usually I say about 15 to 20 on this. So we'll lay down some basic lines. Here we are doing lines again, huh? And you guys keep telling me not to do that and see what it's just done. I just don't listen. My biggest problem is I don't listen. I didn't even know what you said because I didn't listen. It's been a long journey on this. Glad to have you guys with me on it. We're getting there. And the hero ship is a big deal. So we should probably do it right the first time. I'll regret it if I don't. I know it. Which way are these lines going on the model? Does anybody know? Anybody know where those lines are going on this model? Up and down. Okay. So go in here with a tech. We'll say there. That way I know. Right? Because we'd hate ourselves if we did this wrong. Raster layer. What are you doing? You may ask. And I will answer as Kirk does, you may ask. That's a little joke. Humor, a difficult concept. We learn by doing. Alrighty. Make sure we're there. And we'll hit outline selection, draw the border, and we'll do 9. And that'll give us a ring all the way around it. That's perfect. Really. Are we in Japanese mode? We are. Dang it. Try this again, this time not in Japanese. Oh, yeah, me too. I'm just plugging away at work, too. You keep plugging, I'll keep plugging. I like the idea that all right. There we go. If we ever see this part of the ship, we're in bad shape. That means that it decided to blow the dock off of the front of the vessel. There we go. I'm just lining everything so that it will look like it's hand drawn when we render it. There we go. Just kind of putting in the line work here for this. And what we'll do is once we've done all of this line work real quick, and I'm just doing fast and dirty line work because I want to double check it when we get in there and make sure that we've got all of the correct pieces in here, because like some of this is hard to read and I'm seeing things that I probably don't really want. Like maybe this is going up on the wing too much, and so maybe I don't really want that to be a delineated line. We'll come back and see. I may decide later that that was a bad idea. Like, for instance, I'm not going to put a line right here on this section because I know that in this part of it is part of the grid hull that's underneath the ship, and I may want to do a different function around that, so we'll have to see. There is a porthole here. I'm actually kind of wondering whether we looked it up, because we got 5 minutes left before the show's over. So I'm going to switch back to main camera here. Let's say Blender export UV map. right? A way of communicating to an artist who is painting your UV texture. Because I mean, like, this is so hard to read over here. I wonder if there's a way I can export this in a higher resolution. Blender has a tool called UV Layout. I'm located in the UV Image Editor, which these are two different things now, guys. That's right. UV Export UV Layout. Well, that's stupid. Up one. Let's take a look and see, though. The last time I tried this, I regretted my life choices. Let's see. Corvette main hull. UV map. Question mark. You know what? Let's try it again because I actually didn't even look at any of the options. Export UV layout. It says 1024 because that's, I mean, like, really? Hey, George. Because I want to do better than that. I could, let's see if I can do 3,000 by 3,000. Right? All UVs. Where'd you go, George? Just came to visit and then that was it? Okay. Well, then there's that. Okay, let's see what happened. Go back to the monitor. I exported that as that, and let's just, I mean, who knows, right? Let's open. Ship textures. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, what's our resolution on it? Well, that's not bad at all, actually. Wonder if I could do 6,000 by 6,000. Right? Let's try that. Let's try 6,000 by 6,000. So, UV, export UV layout. All right. So we're going to try 6,000 by 6,000. Right? All UVs modified. Let's go up. Ships, textures, Seabird, Corvette. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, 6,000 by 6,000. Let's see what that came up with. Let's see what kind of disaster that is. Open. Seabird. Oh, yeah, look at that. And it looks like it's about the same resolution. So I don't see much different between 3,000 and 6,000. Okay, all copy. What do we got here? Out at 6,000 for one. That's all right. So if I were to take you and say image size, change image resolution. Yeah, see, it just went to 3,000 by 3,000. I didn't even bother. Did you like not go because you just decided that was not something? Okay, whatever. Okay. So if I were to all copy, paste, I find it fascinating that none of it's aligned. Okay. We're not going to do this. We're going to do this over here. Is what we're going to do. because this is not bad. This is actually really cool. New raster layer. We'll put it underneath you. I'll make it white. And then we don't have the checkerboard to make things extraordinarily confusing. You select. However, if we save this as, and we get it out of PNG and put it into JPEG, and we do X2 on this, I'll bet you we'll get a much cleaner version of this. So let's do that. We'll browse. Hi, X2. Look at that. Right now we can see much cleaner. We can see where all of the windows are in here. And we're doing a lot better on seeing where bits and pieces of this ship are. Okay, good. Good. I'll make the map offline for this. But I think the main hull's done. We can put in the emergency lifeboats. I'll put in all the markings. I'll put in everything like that. And we should be ready to rock and roll with this ship here before tomorrow, which is good. It's 11:03, and that's good timing for us because this was good work for today. I'm going to keep going on this unless the family is here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe when we do we may go out and hit tattered cover or something like that. We'll see what the family wants to do. And so, and then of course tonight's Star Trek. So, ooh, we get more Picard. Okay. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day. It was a good day for work. I'll see you all later. Thank you for joining me, Donald. Thank you for joining me, Brent. I appreciate having you here, and I really do appreciate your help. And I will talk to you later. And for everybody else who watched this, remember to have a happy Thursday and keep your eyes on the stars. Bye-bye. Computer, good night.